You run an economy. It might be an economy of one, or it might include a partner, kids, and a dog with a vet bill. More than 2 out of every $3 of economic activity in this country happen because someone like you decided to spend. Hi, I'm Andy Temte, and welcome to Money Lessons. Join me every Saturday morning for bite-sized lessons that are designed to improve financial literacy around the world. Today is August the 8th, 2026. Last week, we closed the book on our long journey through the world of equity securities, and I asked you to remember the main punchline. Over a lifetime, the market has rewarded the patient owner far more reliably than the clever trader. I also told you where we're headed next, to the money that runs through your own life, how you earn it, spend it, borrow it, and hold on to it. Today that work begins, and this is the first episode in a new series on personal financial management, and we're going to start by drawing the map. So, here's the frame for everything that follows. You run an economy. It might be an economy of one, or it might include a partner, kids, and a dog with a vet bill. Either way, money flows in, money flows out, and your decisions steer that flow. Countries measure and manage their economies. Families can too. Whether you run yours on purpose or let it run on autopilot, you are the one in charge. And your small economy operates inside a very large one that wants something from you. In the United States, household spending, the money ordinary people hand over for goods and services, makes up about 68% of everything the economy produces in a year. That figure comes from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, which is the federal agency that measures the U.S. economy. Just sit with that for a moment. More than 2 out of every $3 of economic activity in this country happen because someone like you decided to spend. So it's no accident that spending is easy. Businesses compete hard for their share of your paycheck, and they've gotten remarkably good at that contest. Advertising that follows you spookily across the internet, checkout that takes a single click, payment methods that never ask you to feel the cash leave your hand. None of that is a conspiracy. It's simply how a consumer-driven economy works. The economy grows when you spend, so nearly everything around you is designed to make spending effortless. That's the balancing act at the heart of this whole series. Spending isn't the enemy. Spending is groceries and rent and birthday presents and living your life. But building wealth means keeping some of what flows in and putting it to work. Personal financial management is the discipline of doing both at once, participating in the big economy around you while steadily building a strong economy of your own. Now, last week, I named 4 of the jobs that your money has. You earn it, spend it, borrow it, and grow it. Today, I want to hand you the full map, and I'm adding the 2 jobs that get skipped most often: protect and give. So the full map is 6 jobs: earn, spend, borrow, protect, grow, and give. So let's start at the top. First, money arrives into your personal economy. That's earn. A paycheck lands in your account. A customer pays your invoice. A side gig pays out. Earn covers 2 things: the size of what flows in today, and just as important, how that amount increases over your working life. Second, money leaves your personal economy, and you choose what leaves. That's spend. Rent gets paid, groceries get purchased, a subscription quietly renews. Every dollar that leaves your economy left because of a decision, including the decisions you don't remember making. Third, Sometimes you spend money you haven't earned yet, and that's borrow. You carry a credit card balance, sign a car loan, take on a mortgage. When you borrow, you spend today and pay the money back later out of future paychecks. And borrowed money comes with a price, interest. And we covered interest in detail from a lender's perspective back in 2025. Fourth, and this is the first new job that we're going to talk about, you defend what you've built. That's protect. An emergency fund sits ready so that a job loss or a busted transmission doesn't turn into credit card debt. Insurance premiums get paid so a single hospital bill can't undo 10 years of good decisions. Protect is the least exciting job on the map, and it's the one that keeps all the others standing. Fifth, what remains after spending gets put to work, and that is what we're going to call grow. Savings get deposited and earn interest. Investments get purchased and held. And the compounding engine that we spent the late summer of 2025 studying starts running in your favor. Grow covers everything from the interest on a savings account to the stocks and bonds that you own. And this is the job that the Equity Securities series was preparing you for. And sixth, the other new job we're going to talk about, you give some of your money away. Money, time, or skill directed beyond your own walls to family, to neighbors, to causes that you believe in. Give sits on this map on purpose because a personal economy that only ever takes was never the goal. So earn, spend, borrow, protect, grow, and give. 6 jobs. Every dollar that ever passes through your hands is doing one of them. Now, there's a word that I want to plant in this first episode because it will follow us through the whole series, and it's called stewardship. A steward takes care of something held in trust with the aim of handing it on in better condition than they found it. We tend to reserve stewardship for big things like the planet, a company, or a family farm. I want you to bring it closer to home. Managing your money is stewardship of your own small economy, held in trust for your future self and for the people who count on you. Stewardship also changes the questions that you ask about the jobs that your money does. An economy on autopilot asks, "Can I afford this payment?" A stewarded economy asks, "Is this the job I want this dollar doing?" So, what does all this mean for you? It means that you're already the head of an economy. Congratulations. The only open question is whether it runs on purpose or on autopilot. Back in March of 2025, early in this show's life, we drew a line between 2 destinations. Financial security, which means having enough savings or income that money worries don't run your life, and financial freedom, which means having enough resources that work becomes a choice rather than a requirement. The 6 jobs your money does are how you travel from one to the other, and the series ahead is about making each job, earning, spending, borrowing, protecting, growing, and giving, a little more deliberate than it was last week. So here's your only assignment for this week. Watch the flow. Don't build a budget. Don't run out and build a spreadsheet. But each time money arrives or leaves, a paycheck deposited, a card tapped, a bill auto-paid, pause for just 2 seconds and name the job that dollar was doing. Earn, spend, borrow, protect, grow, or give. Awareness comes before change, and naming the flow of your money is where awareness starts. You are the steward of a small economy. Run it on purpose. Next week, we pick up the tool this whole series runs on: decision making. Wealth is built or leaked one decision at a time, and your brain uses shortcuts that steer those decisions without asking your permission. We'll meet the biggest of those shortcuts, including one that sits underneath most of the money traps that we'll encounter this year: the tug of war between your present self and your future self. Until next week, I wish you grace, dignity, and compassion. My name is Andy Temte, and this is a little show called Money Lessons. You can find the show on all the major streaming services as well as out on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, rate, and most importantly, share this public educational good with your friends, your family, your colleagues, and maybe a neighbor, because let's make the show just a little bit bigger next week. The show was produced by Nicholas Temte, and we'll see you next week on Money Lessons.